Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. Today is going to be a day in the life vlog because I have a few bits and bobs going on. I'm currently about to eat my smoothie bowl, which I'm not going to show you because it looks disgusting because it's got cacao powder and spirulina in it, which is a combination that creates quite a disgusting colour. Today I have to take the dog to the groomers. I have some emails to reply to. I have a meeting with an agent to set up. I have some auditions to tape / record. So yeah, and I also want to do a bit more reading today because I am behind on my Goodreads 2020 challenge, so I'm trying to catch up a bit. I'm about to sit here and eat my breakfast and watch some more of Last Tango in Halifax because it is my current binge watching show and it's so wonderful. Highly recommend. It's sort of similar to a British Grace and Frankie. That's all I'll say. I'll probably butcher it if I try to describe it anymore. I'll check in with you in a bit. So, just got back from a successful drop at the groomers. I'm very excited for him to have his hair cut. Cyrus's hair went crazy during lockdown. He looks like an explosion of fluff. So I'm looking forward to him being slightly less of an explosion. I'm going to get into replying to some of these emails now. I really want to set up this meeting. Yeah, then I have some auditions to film and some to voice record because one of them is a voiceover audition. So that's what you'll see next. I feel very out of practice with talking to the camera because I've had such a break between filming and editing my short film. I'll link my short film in the card up here so that you guys can go watch it if you like. But that plus a few other things have kept me very busy recently, and yeah, I feel out of practice with vlogging. But we'll get there. Email time. Finished sorting my emails and I'm very happy about it. I feel like important-ish emails are one of those things that I procrastinate. Not for too long because they're important-ish, but I'm glad that they're over. So now I have multiple things to do, but because of the way that my brain works, I need to make an ordered to-do list because otherwise I just think about everything as a whole and it overwhelms me and then I can't think about the individual things. So I'm going to make my list of the order that I want to do things in. I also forgot to mention earlier that I have a pen pal letter to write as well today before we go away on Friday. I don't know whether I mentioned, but we're going away on Friday just to the south coast of England for a week, so that should be nice. but some of the things that I'm doing today, I'm doing this week in order to have them done before Friday, which is why I'm mentioning it. So that's that. I'm gonna go make my list now. We have the list. So we're gonna get started on thing 1. I need to update my About Me section on my Mandy profile. Mandy is a website for actors, kind of like Backstage or Spotlight, where actors can have a profile and look for jobs, and people can post jobs for actors, and agencies can look for talent and blah 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 blah. But unlike Spotlight, you don't have to have a certain number of credits to be able to have a profile on there. So that is my first thing to do. Let's go. So we just got the call that Cyrus was ready to be picked up from the groomers, so we went straight away to get him, and this is the result. He is so short, but he had to be cut really short because he had such big knots in his really hairy bits, because he gets really matted really easily. He looks like such a little peanut. You a little peanut, buddy. You look hilarious, mate. Good afternoon, glorious beings. It is now 1:10. After spending some time cuddling the dog / chasing him around, I have finished thing number 1 on the list. I updated my Mandy CV, and I'm currently applying for some auditions, and that was thing number 2 on the list, so we're getting there. And as annoying as applying for jobs is, it's also exciting, I feel like, when you're an actor, because you get to read about all these different projects that people are undertaking, and I find that exciting, and reading about character descriptions and different people's ideas of what they want their characters to be like. I find that really interesting, like from a writing perspective. So it's actually quite fun, even though it's also annoying because it's job applications. But yeah, so I'm going to do that for a bit, and then I'll probably have some lunch. Hey friends, I just finished applying for multiple jobs. I think I got to about 4 in the end, and then I have some recording for a voiceover audition to do this afternoon, although it kind of already is the afternoon, it's 2 o'clock, but I need to go eat, so I'm gonna go eat in the living room for a change of scene, because it can get kind of stagnant in here. And then come back up and carry on.
Off recommendation 9 months ago. Lawrence must have told you. It's very nice. But, he's 7 years old. Well, he's so sweet, and he's so kind.
Hello, dear ones. I don't know what's going on with my hair. We're getting a bit dishevelled throughout the day. I just finished recording my voiceover audition, which was really fun. It's for a podcast that has a lot of queer rep in it, so I'm hoping that it's something that I might be able to be a part of in the future. Fingers crossed. So let's tick that off the list. And the next thing is I'm going to pick a new monologue to work on. Yeah, so I've got a few notes of monologues that I've kept track of while I've been watching TV. Do any other actors do that? If you're an actor and you do that while you're watching TV, let me know down below. I always make notes in my phone of when someone's performing a monologue in a film or a TV show that I really like. So I'm going to go through those and probably pick one of those to work on, and then maybe I'll film it today, who knows. We shall see. See you in a bit. So, I just found a glorious monologue from a TV show called The Split, which is a BBC show. It's so good. There are 2 seasons of it, and I think both of them are on BBC iPlayer. So if you're in the UK, you'll be able to watch them on that. It's like a family drama show based on a family law firm. And the monologue that I've picked is from the character Hannah, who's played by Nicola Walker, who I so rate as an actress. I think she's fantastic. I'm in awe of her most of the time. The choices that she makes are so interesting and clever and brilliant. It did not surprise me one bit when I found out that she went to Cambridge. I think it was Cambridge, maybe it was Oxford, one of the two. So I've got this monologue from season 2, episode 6, and I'm about to write it out in my monologue repertoire notebook, because whenever I work on a monologue I write it out so that I can learn it and write notes about it and about my choices about it and all of that kind of thing. So that's what's going to happen now. Then I'm probably going to start learning it today but not film it today, because there are quite a few emotional shifts within it, so it's not straightforward to learn thought process of the character wise. So that's the plan. I'm going to do that for a bit, and then I'm going to film a TBR for a reading vlog, which will probably be up after this. So that's to come. Bunch of fun practicing that monologue and doing my first bout of learning of the lines. It's such a fun, flawed character. I love it when they're like that, and that they're absolutely hopeless but at the same time so emotional. I love emotional characters. I think it's because I'm so emotional. Anyway, I'm gonna film slash decide on my TBR for the next few weeks now. So, here lies the current situation. Obviously, I've just taken out all my options and I'm going to be whittling all this down because I'm not going to read all of these. But these are all either short, things I've already started, or things I'm currently very inspired to read, so we'll get through quicker. So this pile is the top two are poetry books, so they'll be quicker to read, and the rest are plays, so they'll be quicker to read. These are all non-fiction. These are all fiction, and they're all short things apart from this one, which is just one that I'm really inspired to read at the moment, and then that one at the bottom is a graphic novel. And then these are things I've already started. This one, and this one, I'm at least half the way through all of those, and then that one I'm at the beginning of. So that one might have to go, but I'll update you when I've decided on the final thing. Hey folks, I'm sitting here with my lights on in my hammock chair because I'm about to film my TBR for the reading vlog, which will go up after this. I don't remember whether I already said that earlier on in this vlog, but I just sat down and the Amazon guy came. So I thought, as I'm filming today, I may as well unbox. They're not really boxes. I thought I would unbox with you, even though I don't think any of it's very exciting. But I thought I'd go for it anyway because it's a day in the life vlog. This is what happens in a day in my life. Not very often. I've cut down majorly throughout the second half of lockdown purchasing from Amazon because I know how shitty it is. But there were things that I required before we went on holiday, and one of them was I bought some St John's wort tablets because during quarantine my sleep schedule has suffered, and I know that St John's wort is supposed to be really good for like a natural sleeping tablet. So I had about 4 hours sleep, maybe slightly over 4 hours, which sometimes for me 8 hours isn't enough. So we're gonna give it a go. If any of you guys want me to do a follow-up of how these have worked for me and if these have worked for me, let me know in the comments. I can't get the fucking lid back on. Okay, and this is the other parcel, and I'm assuming that these things are going to be for my hair, because here's the story, right? You may have noticed that I dyed my ends. They're like an orangey, gingery type situation. I always think that my skin tone looks better when I have a little bit of lightness in my hair, so that's why I did that, but it didn't go as light as I was planning on going with it, and I wanted to get my hair sorted before we went on holiday. So we have some bleach. I'm not going to go very over the top with this because I only want to lighten it slightly more, so that I can put a colour on top, which I'll show you in a second. But I probably will just put it on and not leave it on for very long. So that's that. And then the other thing that is going on top of the bleach, Arctic Fox Cosmic Sunshine. I mean, just the words Cosmic Sunshine, I just had to. It's bright yellow, and I am so into the bright yellow hair trend right now. It's semi-permanent. Yeah, it's semi-permanent, so even if I'm not a massive fan, it's not gonna last very long. Also, my ends, and it's just going on my ends, my ends aren't gonna be like bleach blonde when I put this on, so it's gonna be more of a darker yellowy mustardy, like cross between orange and yellow situation. So that's the plan with my hair. I'm hopefully gonna get that done tomorrow, but yeah, that's the Amazon parcel haul portion of this video. You're welcome. Hello glorious beings. It's been a couple of hours since I checked in. It's 7:20 now. A couple of hours ago my mum came home from work and suggested that the two of us go to the KFC drive-through. So I ended up having a veggie rice bowl, which was surprisingly good. And the rest of the family have just been sat with us in the living room watching Unforgotten on Netflix, which, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend. It's fantastic. If you like crime drama, you'll love it. I've seen it before, my sister's seen it before, we watched it together a few weeks ago, but we've persuaded my parents to watch it, so we're currently all watching that together downstairs. I was about to film my TBR for the next few weeks and for the reading vlog earlier, but then my camera ran out of battery, so it's been up here charging for a while, so I'm gonna film that later on, and then for the rest of the night I will almost definitely just be chilling, because it's been a packed, productive day and I'm tired because I only had 4 hours sleep. Anyway, I'm sure you'll see random little bits and bobs of how I spend the rest of my night, but otherwise I will check in with you before bed. Good stinking evening, friends. It's 10 o'clock at night. I just finished filming my TBR for the reading vlog, which is why it's so bright in here, because I have my studio light on still. I thought there was no point in turning it off if I'm going to give you guys an update too. Thank you so much for watching this day in my life vlog. It has been such a fun day. For the last couple of hours, like I said earlier, I've just been watching TV with my family / editing and making thumbnails and stuff for the next couple of videos that are gonna go up, namely this video, the reading vlog that is currently in progress, and the monologue that I was working on earlier today. So there's lots coming up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye.